Welcome, dear viewers, to a place where the veil between reality and nightmare grows thin. Tonight, we set sail on a sea of mystery and dread, exploring the chilling stories of phantom ferries, vessels swallowed by the waves, yet destined to sail eternity as specters of the deep. These are tales whispered by sailors with wide eyes, passed down through generations, each telling carrying the weight of terror and the unknown. Tonight, we journey to three corners of the world, each haunted by the legend of a phantom ferry. Prepare yourselves, for the waters we navigate are treacherous, and the truth, as always, lurks just beneath the surface. Our first voyage takes us to the heart of America, to the unforgiving waters of Lake Michigan. It's a lake known for its beauty, yes, but also for its sudden fury, its ability to lash out with storms that swallow ships whole. It's here, shrouded in mist and legend, that we find the story of the first of our phantom ferries. Picture this, a starless night, the air thick with the chill of the coming winter. The year is year of disappearance, and the name of the ferry is making its usual crossing, carrying passengers and cargo through the darkness. The lanterns on deck cast a feeble glow against the encroaching fog, the only comfort against the growing sense of isolation. The captain, a seasoned sailor with years on the Great Lakes, grips the helm, his eyes scanning the swirling grayness. Suddenly, a thick blanket of fog descends, so dense it's like being swallowed by cotton. Visibility drops to mere feet. The captain, his knuckles white on the helm, orders the foghorn sounded, a mournful cry that echoes across the empty water. But there's no answer, only the growing sense that they are utterly alone. Then, just as suddenly as it descended, the fog begins to lift. The crew, their faces etched with relief, look out at the horizon, expecting to see the lights of the harbor. But there's nothing. They're adrift, miles off course, surrounded by an endless expanse of black water. Days turn into weeks, and the search parties return empty-handed. The name of the ferry and all those aboard vanish without a trace, swallowed by the legend of Lake Michigan. Fishermen and sailors whisper of a ghostly outline seen on foggy nights, a spectral glow emanating from the water, accompanied by the mournful drone of a ship's horn. Could it be the lost souls of the name of the ferry, forever sailing the lake they once navigated in life? Or is it simply the overactive imaginations of those who dare to cross the lake on a foggy night? Our journey takes us south now to a place synonymous with mystery and unexplained disappearances, the Bermuda Triangle. This infamous stretch of ocean shrouded in legend and fear has claimed countless ships and planes, their fates unknown, their stories swallowed by the waves. And it's here, in this watery graveyard, that we encounter our next phantom ferry. Unlike the name of the ferry, this vessel wasn't a grand passenger liner, but a smaller, more utilitarian craft, a workhorse of the sea. The name of the ferry diligently plied the waters between Island 1 and Island 2, carrying goods and passengers, a lifeline for the island communities it served. It was a bright, sunny morning, the kind that makes you forget the ocean's dark side, when the name of the ferry set off on what should have been a routine trip. The air was still, the water a mirror reflecting the cloudless sky. On board, the usual mix of locals and tourists went about their business, unaware of the darkness that was about to engulf them. The captain, a man known for his calm demeanor and steady hand, chatted with a few passengers, pointing out landmarks on the horizon. He'd made this crossing countless times before, knew every twist and turn of the current, every shift in the wind. But on this day, something felt different. A strange static crackled over the radio, the familiar chatter replaced by an unnerving silence. The captain frowned, trying to raise the Coast Guard, but there was no response, only the eerie hiss of static. A shiver ran down his spine, a prickle of unease he couldn't shake off. And then, it happened. The sky, moments ago, a pristine blue, darkened ominously. Clouds gathered with unnatural speed, swirling into a vortex of black and gray. The wind, previously absent, howled like a banshee, whipping the sea into a frenzy. The name of the ferry, caught in the grip of a force beyond comprehension, was tossed about like a toy boat in a bathtub. Waves, towering and frothing, crashed over the deck, tearing at the ferry's structure. The screams of terrified passengers were swallowed by the roar of the storm, their pleas for mercy lost to the howling wind. And then, as quickly as it began, the storm abated. The clouds parted, The sun peeked through, and the sea, moments ago a raging beast, lay calm and serene. But the name of the ferry was gone. Whispers began to circulate among sailors, tales of a ghostly ferry, battered but still afloat, seen drifting in the heart of the triangle. Whether these are just tall tales told to frighten young sailors, or genuine encounters with the supernatural, one thing remains certain. The Bermuda Triangle guards its secrets closely. Chapter 3. The Phantom Ferry of the Baltic Sea. Our final journey takes us to the cold, mist-shrouded waters of the Baltic Sea, where ancient forests meet a coastline steeped in history and legend. Here, amidst the icy beauty of the Scandinavian landscape, we encounter the tale of our final phantom ferry, a vessel whose story is as much about betrayal as it is about the supernatural. The name of the ferry, a sleek and modern vessel, was the pride of the Baltic, known for its luxurious accommodations and the festive atmosphere on board. It was a ferry designed for pleasure, for escaping the everyday and embracing the freedom of the open sea. But one fateful night, the joyous atmosphere aboard the name of the ferry would be shattered, replaced by terror and despair. It was New Year's Eve, and the ferry was packed with revelers, their laughter echoing across the water as they celebrated the coming year. The ship was ablaze with lights, a beacon of warmth and merriment against the backdrop of the cold, dark sea. Champagne flowed freely, music filled the air, and the mood was one of carefree abandon. The captain, a man known for his charisma and quick wit, addressed the crowd, raising a glass to the new year. But his toast was interrupted by a sudden jolt, a sickening lurch that sent glasses shattering and passengers tumbling to the floor. Confusion turned to panic as the ship listed sharply to one side, the lights flickering ominously. The music stopped abruptly, replaced by the chilling sound of metal groaning under immense pressure. The party atmosphere evaporated, replaced by the acrid tang of fear. As chaos engulfed the ferry, the captain, his face pale with terror, made a chilling discovery. The ship was taking on water and it was sinking fast. He raced to the radio room, his heart pounding in his chest, but it was too late. The radio was dead, sabotaged, and the lifeboats, he soon discovered, had been tampered with, rendered useless. The name of the ferry, once a symbol of joy and celebration, was now a death trap, and the captain knew it. He tried to calm the panicked passengers to restore some semblance of order, but it was no use. The ship was slipping beneath the waves, and there was nothing he could do to stop it. The screams of the doomed passengers echoed across the water, a chorus of terror that would forever haunt the dreams of those who claimed to have heard it. The name of the ferry sank beneath the waves, taking with it all those aboard. No survivors were ever found, and the wreckage, despite numerous search attempts, was never located. Fishermen, their faces etched with fear, reported seeing a spectral ferry emerge from the mist, its lights glowing eerily. The sound of faint music and laughter carried on the wind. The legend of the phantom ferry of the Baltic Sea spread, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of betrayal. Whether a genuine supernatural occurrence or a manifestation of collective guilt and grief, the story of the name of the ferry continues to haunt the icy waters of the Baltic. The sea, my friends, is a fickle mistress. She can be calm and inviting one moment, a raging beast the next. The tales of these phantom ferries serve as chilling reminders of the ocean's power and the mysteries that lie hidden beneath her waves. Thank you for joining us on this dark and mysterious journey. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon, and remember, the truth is often stranger and far more terrifying than fiction.